Alright, DC, now Batman v Superman didn't go the way we expected at all, but now we got this one, so y'all better have y'all shit together. What's going on, everybody? It's the Granddad Woolly, and you are here again for another edition of Woolly Reviews Film Data. We got a movie review today. We're going to be talking about the brand new movie that just fucking dropped. Had a lot of hype, a lot of expectations for this motherfucker. It's from the DC universe. The last one that dropped, I mean, you know what happened, and it didn't go the way we planned. I don't know what happened. It was Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. I don't know, that shit shouldn't have failed, but anyway, we back again with the squad, so we're gonna see what they talking about the movie that we all wanted to see, none other than Suicide Squad. Now, Suicide Squad is a DC collective of supervillains, bad motherfuckers who got together and done shit. Like, they're not really like superheroes. They're villains, but they do it. It's weird. They just do shit. They do shit because they have to, but they don't want to, but then they do want to. I don't fucking know. They do some shit. I'm not a comic book dude like that. I am, but I ain't. Don't quote me. Point is this, a lot of bad motherfuckers squatted up. And this movie has been building a lot of hype ever since it's been announced. I mean, like, everybody's been waiting to see this shit. I mean, they got a whole bunch of motherfuckers up in here, big names, big name villains up in here, everybody getting together. So let's hope that DC didn't right the wrongs and they did better and they dropped us a hot one with the Suicide Squad. Let's talk about the shit. Now, the general setup of the movie is this. You got the Suicide Squad, which is comprised of Deadshot, Harley Quinn, Killer Croc, El Diablo, Rick Flag, Katana, Captain Boomerang, some other nigga, I forget. I'm sorry, y'all. Don't hate me. I'm not too much of a Suicide Squad dude. Enchantress, and somebody else. But that's the majority. Look this shit up. Don't fucking quote me, goddamn. It's too many niggas in the name. And then we also got the Joker up in there doing Joker things. Batman, Ben Affleck, Batman shows up and does a cameo thing and is in there a little bit. There's also other superheroes up in there. I'm not going to try to spoil too much, but you know, that's pretty much what everybody knows. I'm not going to give too much away about the movie. But basically, all the members of the Suicide Squad are scattered out by Viola Davis's character, Amanda Waller, and she is a savage motherfucker. She in charge of shit, and she lets it be known. You don't fuck with Amanda Waller. She don't fucking care. She will kill you. She will, and I'm scared. I was scared of her on the screen. I was like, I ain't fucking with her. Like, for real. Like, you do whatever you gotta do to get it done, goddammit, Amanda Waller. But she puts the squad together out of fear of the fact that if another Superman or somebody like Superman shows up who ain't too goddamn nice, they need some way to protect themselves, and at the same time, they have a scapegoat just in case some shit goes down. And like, well, these bad motherfuckers are the one who did it. The villains did the shit. Fuck them, we ain't had nothing to do with it. So sort of way to cover their tracks and not really have to worry about any old bad, messy situations happening. If they die, they die. And if they get caught, they were criminals anyway. It's a win-win for Amanda Waller right there. And then it really picks up when one of the members of the squad, or who's supposed to be a member of the squad, kind of breaks off and does their own thing. And then they end up becoming the villain or sort of the antagonist of the actual movie. And it's up to the rest of the squad to stop them. But they kind of don't know what they're really doing. They kind of just know that they have to stop some shit. But the person who's in charge, Rick Flag, is kind of not telling them everything. So like, they're kind of like, we doing shit, but what the fuck we really doing, Rick Flag? And Rick Flag's like, shut the fuck up, nigga. I'll kill you if you keep asking questions, because I got a button that can like stop your heart. But if they end up finishing the job that they don't know what the fuck they're really doing, then they'll get like some time off the goddamn prison sentences and some shit like that, but nothing really too goddamn major. But hey, they got out for a little bit, they outside, so that's cool, I guess. And that's pretty much the general makeup of the movie. Now here's the thing, is it fucking good? And it's good, but DC, like, why can't y'all make great movies? Like, it's something about y'all that y'all just can't close the goddamn deal. Like, this movie right here is very entertaining. I like the characters in here. Will Smith as Deadshot is dope. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn is fucking killing it. Jared Leto as the Joker is fucking dope in here too. I wish we just saw him more. And all the other characters here too that I can't remember their real fucking names, but they in here. Everybody in here is dope. The chemistry is nice. They got some good jokes here and there. The writing could be a little bit better, but in general, it's like it has the makeup of a great movie. The problem is the plot of this shit doesn't really make too much fucking sense. Like, we really don't know what the fuck they're fighting for. Like, yeah, they're out because they kind of got forced to join this team and they'll get a little bit of something at the end, but like, they really don't seem to really be fighting for much. And then they have like their own little motives and things that are going on. So it's like, they're trying to like battle between if they're really like bad people or if they're just like bad people with good tendencies or whatever it is. And then you got everybody's backstory. Like you get a deep backstory with Deadshot, you get a deep backstory with Harley Quinn, and a little bit of deep backstory with El Diablo, but everybody else kind of just like you get a little something here, then that's it. Like it really doesn't focus on the whole squad really that much, and you really just mostly see what really transpires between Deadshot and Harley Quinn and the Joker, and they kind of sort of take the forefront. And I get it, they're the more notable, more recognizable characters out of the whole squad for the most part, but it just seems like you really just, it feels kind of disjointed, it doesn't feel really like put together as well. The action scenes on here, they're supposed to be dope, but for some reason they just don't come off as dope. They come off as cool, but they're not like, oh my God. They're like, oh, that's pretty cool, that's cool. You Deadshot shot a whole bunch of motherfucking things and didn't miss. I mean, that's what we know he does. And Harley Quinn shot some shit and hit it with a bat, and that's what she does. It's like they do what they're supposed to do, but it just doesn't wow you. And the thing is like there's really no real major conflict that I can really see. Like the villain in here, like she doesn't really do any like villain shit. I kind of gave it away with the she thing, but it don't fucking matter. It's just, it feels like something's missing from this movie. It's just not as spectacular as it should be, especially with the cast and the characters in here. Like don't get me wrong, like I said, Deadshot killed it in this movie. Will Smith played Deadshot to the T. Nobody else could play Deadshot. Will Smith is always on point with the acting. And Margot Robbie, like I said, her Harley Quinn was spot on. I love Harley Quinn. Like I'm in love with that woman. In Batman universe, Harley Quinn is my girl. And like Margot Robbie, she killed that joint. Like I felt like that was real life Harley Quinn I'm looking at, and I was like, yes, that's who I fucking need in my life. Not really because she crazy as shit and she could kill me on sight, but like we can get through all that, and Joker may be a little mad too. Don't matter, be cool. I could be homies with the Joker, maybe not. And the thing about it is like you have these really good portions and parts of this movie, but then there's a lot of things around here that just really don't make it spectacular. Like the plot and the story is just not very heavy. It's nothing that you can really be like, yo, this is a real conflict, this is a real problem that we're dealing with, because it really doesn't seem like that. And I guess it's because these aren't heroes and they're not playing as the hero versus the villain. They're just a squad of motherfuckers who decide to like battle within themselves if they should really be doing this, or if they're, it's like they're battling within themselves. And I get that. Like Deadshot goes through that, El Diablo goes through that. Even Harley Quinn goes through, they go through this little essence of humanity, and they all go through this moment of what do they really want out of life, and do they really want to live this like crime life, but at the same time, that's all they know, and that's what they're known for, and that's, you know, it's who they are at the same time. So it's like they go within their inner battles, but on the exterior of the whole movie, it just isn't what I thought it was gonna be. And when it came to the ending and climax of the movie, I just really didn't feel much for it. It was like, it was cool, but not great. It wasn't like relieving. It really didn't feel like anything got really accomplished for the most part, other than the fact that they got rid of the villain. That was it. But it wasn't, it seems like, okay, at the end of it all, nothing really fucking changed except for the fact that they got rid of a conflict. But like, I mean, for a big movie like this, you would think it would be some more at stake than what it was. So I just kind of felt let down. And then the final action sequence just wasn't that great. It was some cool moments here and there, but it wasn't like on the levels of like, oh my God, this shit is fucking amazing. Yo, stand on top and give it a round of applause shit. It wasn't like that. It was just like, oh, that's cool, that was nice, yeah, that was dope, but that happened right there. That's kind of how you feel when you see the shit. And that's kind of how I feel just in general about this movie. I think it's just a cool movie with a lot of cool characters and some cool moments, but just not a great, outstanding superhero movie or supervillain movie. And I think that DC is just not, they just don't have that magic that Marvel has. It's like something over there at DC. They need to go over to Marvel and kind of like copy on their paper or something like that. I don't know. But Batman v Superman, now Suicide Squad 2, just not great movies that should have been great. Y'all got the characters, DC. What the fuck? Like, Wonder Woman's coming up. Don't fuck that up. I swear to God, if y'all fuck up Wonder Woman, I'm done. I'm not even gonna watch anything else DC related, because y'all gonna piss me off at that goddamn point. So my final verdict, I'm not saying that Suicide Squad is an overall solid movie that just suffers from a little bit of things here and there that just don't make fucking sense to me. All I'm saying is that Deadshot is dope, Harley Quinn is dope, and so fat. Killer Croc kills it, open it, of course. I mean, all the Suicide Squad members have their moment for the most part, except for one nigga. He sort of like checked out a little early. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but I'm just saying. And the fact that it really just shows like the DC universe expanding and opening up, and there's a lot more to it now. But the fact is that it's just a movie that really just suffers from not a great villain, not a great conflict. You really don't know what they're really fighting for. They don't even know what they're fucking really fighting for until halfway through the goddamn movie. And the fact is just, I mean, it relies too heavily on these action scenes and all these unnecessary things, and they don't play off well. And it's just, the story just could have been built better, told better, and the characters could have just done a lot more with what they had than what they were given. I mean, yeah, Batman comes in, he does some decent work up on here, nothing too crazy, but Batman's there. I mean, it's Batman. And then the Joker on here should have been here a little bit more. I know it's not about the Joker really, but like Jared Leto as the Joker, he killed it, and I think like we need to get more of him. So whatever next movie, if the Joker's gonna be involved, Jared Leto, he's doing a thing right now. And I think it's just a dope little movie, but I don't think it's up to the expectations that we all have for it. It's sort of like the Batman v Superman thing, where we thought it was going to be the greatest shit of all time, and then we was like, oh, well, it was okay, I guess. And the same thing with Suicide Squad. You're going to be like, yo, this is going to be the greatest squad movie ever, and then you're like, oh, it's okay, I guess. I mean, Will Smith shot some shit, and that was cool, and, you know, Harley Quinn, she did some things, and, you know, El Diablo's on fire, so, shit, I mean, but all I gotta really say for me is that Suicide Squad is not Granddad approved, but after the calculations in my head, I'm just gonna squeeze it up with the very highly Granddad recommended. Because even though it suffers from those things, it's still a very entertaining movie. I think it's definitely worth the $11.50 and a popcorn. Maybe bring in your own drink, and it does have good replay and watch value. It's just, if you expected high amounts of things on this movie, lower them down a bit because they're not that great. But the character portrayals in here really shine in here, especially Will Smith and Margot Robbie. It's fun to see these cameos, and the fact that we know what's gonna happen next after this movie, because like I said, at the end you kind of figure it out, that kind of bumps it up with some points. And overall, I mean, I think Suicide Squad got the job done, but it could have got the job done a lot fucking better. So, I got nothing more to say. Suicide Squad is very highly Granddad recommended by the skin of its teeth, but it is very highly Granddad recommended. So go check the shit out right now. Flip it. Alright y'all, that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and drop a comment. Tell me what you think of Suicide Squad if you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, like I said, it is definitely worth the watch and the buy. But just don't expect it to be the greatest movie of the goddamn summer, because there are some things about this shit that just don't really leave you satisfied, and that's what fucking pisses me off. Like, I want some relief, and I didn't get that shit from Suicide Squad, but I was entertained. And I mean, oh, they had Harley Quinn up in there, that was points, and Joker was points, and Deadshot was, there was a lot of points in there, but the overall score just didn't match up to what I thought it would have been. Previous videos on the side, as well as my latest single, check those out, show them some love. And as always, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, Instagram, links in the description below, and subscribe. Button on the screen, button below, Woolly Reviews twice a week, as well as CD case studies. Check that out, and the gaming channel. And if you got indie anything, music, movies, whatever, if you're an indie creator, you want your shit spotlighted, information is below for the indie spotlight. And I got nothing more to say. So until next time I take my leave, Granddaughter, Suicide Squad, DC, y'all need help or something? Because y'all just can't close the deal. I don't know what's going on. Y'all don't fuck up Wonder Woman, and y'all better not fuck up what's really coming after Wonder Woman. DC, get your shit together. Y'all ain't got no time to be wasting. Y'all better get on it right goddamn now. I'm out of here.